Well, hello and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. I am Mitchell, your Intuitive Messenger and your energy forecaster for today, Wednesday, October the 9th, 2013. I had to look and check and make sure I had the date right, and I do. So it's a number 9 day. It's a cool day for some endings. It's also a day for the Hermit. Kind of a time where you kind of get into the earth, you go into your cave, you kind of stay hidden. But here's the fun part. If you add all the numbers up, 10, 9, 2013, which is 16, that's Tower. You add that up to 7, and that's Chariot. So with Chariot, fast-moving, quick decisions, Towers, rumbling, crumbling, shifting, shaking, tilling up of the garden, and Hermit, Spirit was telling me, either go in your room, lock your door, go into your office, just keep to yourself today, or get ready for some serious change. So it's going to be very polarized today is what it feels like. So as you prepare for your day or as you wrap your day up, look back where you either hid for self-preservation and maybe just a moment to be, or where you came busting through the gate ready to till the garden, completely knock the house of cards down, reshape, remodel. So it's one of those days, and it feels like it's just a simple choice. Are you ready to deal with it today or not? And I don't feel like it's you have to pick one or the other. I feel like you can take one and not worry about which one it's going to be. So definitely a lot of movement there. I was thinking about something and, my thought process, because you've seen it in action here if you've watched me a few times. But on my nightstand, I have about 8 books, and probably 5 or 6 of them have been given to me. And my first reaction when I look at those books is, these people are waiting on me to read the book that they gave me. They're wondering what I'm thinking, if I'm reading it, should they have given. And that pressure that I allow, and I don't, by the way. it hits me for a moment, and I say, nope, I am not taking that pressure on. I thank you for the books. It was right for you to give them to me. When I read them, that's my right time. And the reason I'm saying that is because there are other things that we feel throughout our day, and the books on my nightstand and the pressure I feel to read them is what so many of us go through on a regular basis. A friend calls you up and says, let's have lunch. And you either don't want to or you don't have time in your schedule. This is coming back to being your authentic self. There's polite ways of saying no without actually lying. The old, oh, I have a headache. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, I'm too busy. I will almost never, ever, ever say I'm too busy, because that energy of saying I'm too busy, you're calling the universe in to make your life so busy. I simply say, thank you for that offer, but I'll pass this week. Maybe next week we can catch up when it's a little more convenient for both of us. Something simple like that. At where I work, it's a hospital system, and we're in a very traveled area. So out front of our main office doors in this hospital system, especially this month, it's a pink month, they are asking for this money, that money, buy a cookie, donate this, do that. And my response so many times is almost always the same. Thank you so much for the offer, but I'll pass. And if they pressure me, I say, you know what? I'm one of those type A people. So every paycheck I give to something that's already dedicated, and that's what I do. My also other dedicated time is this right here. This takes me about 30-45 minutes each morning. This is my giving back to the world, to the community. So I am released from feeling obligated to give back to anybody. But even my hairstylist, when she says, will you be buying a product today? I said, thank you so much for the offer, but not today. And it's actually a joke now at the haircuttery I go to. Yeah, I know, Laura, my mane looks good today. But anyway, so, be your authentic self. Last night, listened to Go Deeper, Get Lighter with Lloyd and Carrie. And Carrie was, quoting a mutual friend of ours, Jennifer Hornberg, about, someone calling her and saying, hey, will you watch my tarantula? And Jennifer's like, sure, I will. And then she realizes, I don't like spiders. I don't want to, and call the person back. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not going to watch your spider. So being that authentic self, and it's okay to go back and say, I don't know what I was thinking, but that's not going to fit into, what I have planned right now, or I thank you for the opportunity, but I need to say no, and hopefully this rescheduling is not inconvenience for you. But it's okay to say no. I tell you, I learn from Fabian all the time, and I attribute a little bit of it to him growing up in a different culture, in Argentina, where outside of the U.S., we're not so worried about people pleasing. But so it's very easy for him to say no, and it's also easy for him to call people out and say, this is not what we agreed upon. I have seen him fire somebody and maintain friendship with them, which doesn't usually happen in the regular America. So honor yourself, be authentic. It's a beautiful place to be. I am doing it graciously at work as I'm working through moments, dealing and managing up and looking for beautiful changes and wishing all involved light and growth and high vibration. So let me pull a card for today. The card for today, the Sun card, very nice. So this is number 19, and this card 19 boils down to one is beginnings, brand new starts. This card is almost always about beginnings and starts, often about babies. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it's a little child on a horse. A lot of times that's equated to a baby coming into existence. So definitely with the energy of the Hermit, things coming to an end, hiding, the Tower, the Chariot, I think by either moving into your hermit cave, you're going to come out with a new idea, a new thought, that maybe change your belief system, beginning, or with the Tower of the Chariot, quickly tilling of the garden, replanting something new, beginning, or just completely destroying that house of cards and rebuilding something, a much more solid, stable ground. So look for those cool beginnings today. It may be a day where you lock your door and stay inside, or it may be a day where you bust out. It depends on how you feel. Read several posts in the last couple of days about people feeling the crazy energy out there as well. Yesterday, probably about, actually most of the day, it completely lifted for me, but I went through probably, I would say, on and off about 7-8 days where I felt those blue kind of depressed moments, but there was only about 3 specific days where it felt so heavy. And the funny thing was, it reminded me of how I felt many years ago when I didn't know what was going on. The cool thing is now I know better. I know it's energy. I know it's not who I am as a soul being. And I work through it so much better than before. And that's the thing, because it hurts when we're so attached to, the emotional aspect of being human. And I just, I kind of did my hermit thing. I kind of said, I'm not doing any readings. I laid down in bed, and sometimes I just laid there and stared at the wall, which is not me. When I know I want to get out of bed and go do something, that's when I know I'm in a good place. So, cool day. Enjoy it. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Many of you, you will probably hear me tonight on Blog Talk Radio, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Brenna, who is the call screener, will be actually reading with me tonight. I'm so very excited for her to do this. She does it on a regular basis. I think this might be her first kind of public in a broader sense, but very excited for her to be on there tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Check out my website, intuitivemessenger.org. Lots of cool YouTube and email reading options out there for you. Also, this Saturday, I have moved it, and I'm selling on this at 10 a.m. Saturday morning, my virtual lab class, continuing the 21 ways to read a tarot card. And then the following weekend, I'll be in Dallas for the TarotCon conference. I'm very excited about that. I'll be tweeting and posting, doing videos live from Dallas. So have a wonderful day. Talk to you guys tomorrow.